Hello, hello. Leah Parsons coming in from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia to talk about healing again. Today's topic is about PTSD and ways you can work with that. And I wasn't going to share this today. I wasn't going to share my personal experience today. I was going to kind of retreat and just take care of me. And that's okay too. But then I thought on my yoga mat this morning, I thought, this information is so valuable. And there's so many people out there that have PTSD, that have trauma living in their body, in their nervous system, activated easily. I call it a delicate system. That maybe something I share about my process and how I work with some of my PTSD can help you too. So why wouldn't I share that? We're meant to share things we learn with people. So I think it's really important when we do learn something, and because I can speak about horrific tragedies that happened in my life, and I can do so and articulate that in a way that can help other people. And so this was a gift, right? Being able to kind of move in my pain, process my pain inside, and then being able to share it out in the world in a way that makes sense to others is a gift that I found in this deep pain, right? So we find things in anything that we're moving through. We find these gifts and treasures in pain, and we're supposed to share it to the world. So that came to me on my yoga mat, that Leah, why wouldn't you share this? So first of all, trigger warning, I'll put it in the captions too, trigger warning that I am going to talk about suicide and disturbing images. For me, they're disturbing, maybe not for you, but it might kind of activate something in you. So when we hear other people talk about trauma sometimes, it'll activate us in our nervous system because we too have trauma, and it's not the same, but it touches something inside of you that might get your body going a little on hyper alert. And these are the things we have to kind of tune into, our own self-awareness. So I've become, and I'm not perfect at it, of course. Things can catch us really quick, and we can get into this kind of activated mode so fast we can't catch ourselves. But I've become very, very self-aware of what's going on in my body, and then where does my mind want to take me? And that to me is step one of working with your PTSD. You have to actually do some sort of embodiment practice to know what it feels like in your body when you feel agitated. Or maybe you're walking around all day and you don't even know it, with this underlying edge, right? I'm saying different words to see which one resonates with you. This underlying edge, frustration, agitation. So in that, if you don't tune into your body and know how your body reacts to the world, you can get activated so fast. Get upset with somebody, what somebody said, something you read, it's the way someone looked at you, and it's not about any of that external stuff at all. It's because you're not aware that your body is already activated. So learning, number one, tuning into your body and finding an embodiment practice. What does that mean? What does it mean? An embodiment practice means that for me, it's yoga. Yoga has taught me to tune into my body, to really, as it moves. Maybe for you it's breathing, maybe it's dancing around your house, whatever it is, like deep breath, maybe that's it. Whatever it is that allows you to drop into your body so you can tune in and see what's going on in there. That's step one. Then step two is watching things that kind of come into your awareness, your third eye, your visual senses, right? So watching what comes in visually. Images pop in all the time if you're a visual person. Maybe thoughts will always pop in all day long, every day, all day long. So noticing, like for me, this time of year, is a difficult time of year. But I say that, but today, laying on my mat, I had such great gratitude for today, 9 years later. I'm not sitting in it. I'm not sitting in a hospital waiting for my child to die. And I was 9 years ago on this day at this time waiting in full shock mode, panic mode, all the feels, all the horrible, horrible things. But I could be there 9 years later. I could be in the exact same space energetically. If I allowed my mind, my body to take me there, I could be in the exact same spot right now. Because energetically, we take our past with us into the future, and then here we are, feeling it all. So instead, awareness of the visuals, of the feeling in the body. My body feels sad different times of the day these past few weeks. Well, actually, my whole body's been in a fibromyalgia flare-up for months now, but honoring that, still moving the body, still doing all the practices that I do to take care of myself. However, this is what happens at this time of year. Even without even thinking about it. The other night, Friday night, that was the day, that was the evening, Rtea attempted suicide, and then she was hospitalized and for 3 days in the hospital. So at that time of night, when I found her, right? So my mind could easily go to, well, I was in the house when it happened. I could have got up there faster. What if I got there a few minutes faster? My mind could go down these rabbit holes that are not helpful to me. It's not true. It's not what happened. So let's stay with what actually happened and where I am now. So yeah, this morning I walk in the bathroom. I walk in the bathroom, obviously, multiple times a day. And because I like to pee a lot, I'm in there a lot. And I walked in the bathroom today and boom, there's an image of the way I found Rtea, what she looked like, the feeling in my body. All of that. Awareness, the image, my body, the pain, the shock, what happened next, what I did next. And then what happens? I just tap into another image of her. I've been feeling her on my yoga mat in the yoga studio. Probably the last 5 times I've been to yoga, she's in that room and she's floating around in that room and I can see her. But what do I do with that image in the bathroom at that time? I notice it. I feel it in my body. I feel it in my mind. My mind's trying to pull me somewhere. And then I remind myself, Leah, this is what's happening now. You're in your body. You see this horrific image. Nobody wants to see that. And then your mind wants to take you to the ambulance, and then the first hospital we went to, the second hospital we went to. All the things that happened, the nurse that came to you. All of those things. But instead, I'm going to honor how I feel. Sadness is coming up in my body. I'm going to stay present for that. I'm going to visualize Rtea floating in beautiful energy and light, right? Because that's what she is now. Let's search for where she is now instead of where she isn't. She isn't on this bathroom floor. Her energy is no longer there. This is not what's happening right now. Can we breathe and can we stay present for your pain and your suffering, but don't allow the mind to take you to horrific places, because it's not what's happening right now. What's happening now is you're safe. Your body's telling you you're not, but you actually are. So let's tap into that. Let's breathe through it. Let's go move your body. What will nourish you today? Do you need to move your body on your yoga mat? Of course you do. So these are the steps that we start to work with. But first we have to bring in some inner awareness into our body. And we have to start moving in that way. Moving and seeing the visuals. And usually when we see horrific visuals and our body gets activated, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't see that. I don't want to look at that. right? So we try to eat the food or drink the drinks or go shopping or binge watch TV or crawl into bed, or these are all things that are not, this is not honoring your pain. Right? So if you can start to bring awareness to your own body in your day to day, what activates you? What's going on in your body? If you can stop and say, whoa, what's going on here? My body feels like it's in danger, but all I'm doing is listening to a whole bunch of kids screaming. Maybe that noise is activating your system, right? Because in PTSD, there's sensitivities to noise, to light, to movement, to crowds. Like knowing what those are for you and how to get a hold of it ahead of time, and just touching your body, maybe tapping, maybe you do tapping, whatever it is to bring you back. That's what you need to do. And that's what I want to share with you today. Those are just a couple tips and tools that you can use if you are struggling with images, if your body gets activated easily. Maybe nobody ever told you that the nervous system in fight or flight, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, are there for a reason. They're there for, like, one gets activated when you're in danger, and then the other one comes in to slow it down when there's no danger there. But when we have trauma in our body, the nervous system is not regulated properly, so it might get fired up when there's no danger, but the body kind of determines that there is. So let me know if that resonates with you, and try it out in your day-to-day. Let's see how your nervous system is working for you right now. And I'll see you again next week.